Sangye Chiram Soki Chonamla Jamchu Vardu Dakni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunamki Jola Penchir Sangye Druparsho Sangye Chiram Soki Chonamla Jamchu Vardu Dakni Kyapsuchi Daki Chenyen Kipe Sunamki Jolar Penchir Sangye Drupar Sho Sangye Chudam Soki Chonamla Janchu Vardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Daki Chenyen Kipe Sunamki Jolar Penchir Sangye Drupar Sho. Okay, homework. How do we get 9 consciousnesses in our current discussion of the mind-only school?
The normal 6.
Yes.
And the 7th and 8th.
Yes.
And then the 9th.
So, Kunchi and the Yin-Yi. And then some kind of pure consciousness.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Some kind of like pure awareness. Like immaculate consciousness.
Yeah. What are the 3 types of foundation consciousness?
Ten, Britain, and no, there's different divisions.
It's kind of like the Britain.
But it is a different division, right?
Yeah. What was that?
The essence, the ripened and the messed up ones.
Yeah. That's true. And who does Jason Kopp attribute to professing the system of 9 consciousnesses? Yeah.
Tarmatar.
Oh, the Chinese.
Paramartha.
Paramartha.
Yeah.
It's not Chinese.
Yeah.
This is the dude who's got the biography of that
Yeah. Okay, Tibetan. So, Ngarnzin.
Recognize as yourself. Recognize as me.
Yeah, holding
To me.
to me, or I. What is that, Sugan?
Holding to me and mine, is that?
What's that?
Me and my.
Jikta.
No,
Sugan.
so, say again?
What is it? Go ahead.
Hold on, let me check my notes.
That's a fancy watch.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's like Dick Tracy over there.
Are you taking notes?
It's just-
Yeah, it's called.
No, it's easier.
To do?
No, it's easier than you think. It's just the first link. It's the first link. It's the same as the first link. That's why I'm asking you.
He's got a special
To remember
note that
real
says
I
kids.
record this here
Every
every
10
time.
minutes.
What's choking on?
The previous position?
No.
Oh,
5.
no.
The position before.
That's what he just said.
Mm.
Just laughing.
Right. It's funny.
One
you tried
above.
it before.
No, it's the other debater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
There's another word for Chigol.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The other one,
Yeah,
Nagul,
Nagul.
Nagul, not Chigo.
Ultimate
Yeah.
end.
No, no. Oh.
Yeah.
Chigo and Nagul, right?
Say it again,
Yes.
Chinzo.
Ultimate end.
I mean, that's what it
The
says.
correct side, or ultimately the right
No.
side.
Well, it would be no But they beginning, get no end. synonyms to emptiness or something.
Yeah, exactly. Cynic emptiness. Okay,
That pretty.
that's it.
Those
See you
LA
later,
from.
Becca. It was nice.
Whenever you're ready, Geshe.
Yeah, boy, there's a few notes here.
Thank you, Word.
Yeah, thanks, man.
We didn't see them all yet, boss. You gotta take the plans. So if you wanna
Oh my God,
hide
I
this
don't know
from
if
us,
we.
now's the time to do it.
Here we go. All right. Okay, so what did we just decide? That there's no ninth one?
No, there is a ninth, and it's divided into two parts. That's the last
Yeah?
thing we did in class. Uh huh.
So somebody said there was 9.
Yeah.
You want to explain to our guests what we're talking about?
So we are talking about the mind-only school, which, unlike most schools, believes in 8 consciousnesses usually, and now we're talking about how some mind-only professors believe in 9 consciousnesses, or at least one. And his name is Yang Dakdenpa, or Paramartha in Sanskrit. And so now we're dividing up what those 9 are and talking about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, this thing we had above about Lembe Namshe, the consciousness that takes, which is called number 7 in this system of 9. Now I am going to go to Jetson Kappa's comment. Okay, please start here. Dot.
Jachumpe gyuki nam sheke potela naminki nam shitang samki mikape chipoa yupe lenpe nam shisheser gi kunshi shemijuto.
Yeah. Dachon Bigyu
The mind of an
in
arhat.
the mind stream, in the person of an arhat. These 8 consciousnesses.
Yeah.
They include Naminki Namshe, a consciousness which has ripened karmically,
Yeah.
and they include a consciousness which undertakes dying and passing on in unbelievable ways. Okay, okay, and because of that, we call that one the taking consciousness, meaning taking birth. Okay, so they don't explain that. Okay, but Sarah, they call it the taking birth, the taking consciousness, but they don't call it kunshi. Okay, kunshi she mijut. That's on kappa. Okay. So here we go. So we had an opinion. We found out it was Paramartha, who was an early Indian philosopher, 6th or 7th century, who went to China and helped translate things. Okay, that was one of his ideas about a 9th consciousness. So mind-only schools normally 8 consciousnesses. Every other school says 6. You know, eye, ear, nose, tongue,
Feeling.
body, mind. And then the mind-only school includes
Messed up part of your mind.
the messed up part of your mind and the refrigerator where you keep your karmic seeds, which is called the foundation consciousness. And then this Lama, this master Paramartha, who was no slouch, says, let's add a 9th one. Okay? And here we go. I'm not going to read the verse, okay? This is Tsongkhapa's verse in his what? What's the book's name?
Difficult points on
Difficult
the mind.
points on the mind-only school. And we started with that and we gave up because it really wasn't difficult. And then we found an easier commentary. We're going to finish that soon, maybe this class, right? Or it's a couple classes, I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go to Tsongkhapa's book later. We're going to tackle that one later, which is about 3 times longer or something. It take him 5 years to finish. Okay, so Nipani is the second of Chogngama Japa and Degapa. What's that mean?
Oh, the second of saying what the other guy said and
Good.
refuting what
Good.
the other guy said.
So the last verse we had was just reporting what Paramartha believed.
Yeah.
And now we're going to,
Refute it.
deny that idea of a 9th consciousness. Okay. He's, by the way, mind only, but he wanted to add a 9th one. Okay. Please read.
Tsulde ni mitete namshi dunpa lenpe namshi tsut totang shing tach chenpo kang hi kyang mashe kun shila sum tuje pa yang mirik.
Stop there.
Mm.
So deni mitete.
This method of attributing 9 is incorrect.
Yeah, this system is incorrect because no do and no shinta chimbo.
Because no innovator and no sutra.
Yeah, you guys from the DCI class, you had what was that, level 8? About the wooden horse innovators. Here he is. Here they are. Shinta means wooden horse. The great, so no sutra and no great master innovator of the past, she. Then nobody ever talked about this. Nobody wanted to talk about a seventh consciousness, which you have called the taking consciousness. Look, nobody's talked about that. Where'd you get this anyway?
Yeah.
Okay. Moreover, kunshi la sumdu chepa yamirik. Your division of kunshi
Into 3 parts.
foundation consciousness into 3 parts here, A, B, C, is also nobody
also
ever
incorrect.
said that. Yeah, this is called essential foundation consciousness, resulting foundation consciousness, and messed up foundation consciousness. You divided it into 3, 8A, 8B, 8C. Okay. Nobody ever said that. Where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? Okay. Where was that?
Mirik.
Yeah, dividing foundation consciousness, alaya vijnana, into 3, doing that division,
Is also incorrect.
mirik, that's also mistaken. Now let's pick up here. Namshe,
Namshe sok get hakle lokpate shenpai.
and read across the double shape, because he's just using it to,
Indicate where Tsongkhapa's line ends.
exactly.
Kuki ndupe tsowo namshi gupate tendra yupar kyorna.
Let's translate that much, okay? Now let's talk about the Tso Namshe Gupa.
The main 9.
Gupa.
The 9th.
Yeah, you're number 9 big consciousness, okay? That you want. You want to talk about that. Which you
propose.
like. Okay? Which is supposed to be separate from the 8 consciousnesses, the group of 8 consciousnesses that the mind only normally talks about. You want to have some 9th grandpa consciousness, okay? So namshe gupa de dinda yupa kyuna.
If it is like that.
If there were such a consciousness, so this is the past tense of,
Ngyo.
what do you call that?
Adjective.
Hypothetical past tense. If there were, and we use it in English also, if there was a consciousness like that, then there'd be some problems. What?
Then it would be a functional thing which was unchanging or
Yeah.
permanent or something.
Yeah, if there existed a separate 9th consciousness, granddaddy consciousness, that you want, well, that would have to be an unchanging one, eternal, like a soul or something, okay? So it'd have to be an unchanging thing that did something, which is impossible according to Buddhism. There's no such thing. When you do something, you change, okay? But according to you, there'd have to be a working thing that never changed because, please read.
Where am I at?
Right here, Daishin.
Oh, Gyurte? I
Daishin.
didn't read that part, okay.
Oh, there would have to be a working thing that never changed.
Yeah, okay.
If there were your 9th consciousness, granddaddy consciousness, okay.
Teishin Niki Ngowar Kyorpe Namshe Yupe Chero.
Yeah, because according to you, what?
To you,
Read backwards.
according to you,
There would exist.
There is a consciousness which is mainly
Consisted of
its own essence.
Teshini, emptiness, or
tattva,
ultimate reality. Okay, according to you, this would be ultimate reality, this ninth one. Okay? So it would be a state of mind, which means it's working, and it would be ultimate reality, which never changes. Okay?
I think there are people who
Then here's Tsongkhapa's conclusion. Tena
Tena tsok gyornde palalongreki drupje me to.
translate.
Those if
Tena.
yeah, if those
Nope, therefore.
oh really okay
Yeah, tena.
therefore those that agree with a collection of 9 consciousnesses
Good.
do not have any proof that is supported by scripture or logic.
Perfect. I'm glad I didn't offer you any money. Because you took too much of my money already. He's the main beneficiary of my betting addiction. Okay.
the house always wins.
Okay, go.
Shipala ni chok ngama kupa tang te kakpa nyuso.
What's that? Oh, here's the fourth one, okay? So we finished number 3, which we have refuted the belief that consciousness can be grouped into 9, okay? And now, number 4, somebody wants to say they should all be lumped into one. All 8 should be one.
Or all 9.
Okay? You don't need 8. You don't need 9. It's all just one. Okay? So we've had 6ers, we've had 8ers, we've had 9ers, and now we got a 1er. Okay?
It's got some appeal to me.
Okay? And we're still in the major category of Nyomong Chenki Yi.
The negative consciousness.
Yeah, the messed up part of your mind, which is consciousness number
7.
7 by convention. I don't know why. 8 is considered the refrigerator, kunshi, and 7 is considered the messed up part of your mind. Okay? Okay, so somebody's gonna come, section 4, about different ideas about this messed up part of your mind. And someone's gonna say, they're gonna present the idea that there's only one consciousness total. And then we're gonna have the actual refutation. So this ngo is actual.
Yeah.
Then we'll do, I don't know why he put ngo there.
Yeah, he didn't put new last time.
He didn't put ngo last time.
Maybe he's mixing it up.
Anyway, then this is kind of a long verse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, two verses in Sanskrit, or I guess it wasn't written in Sanskrit. Let's go straight to the, and what we've done is put the Tsongkhapa's root text, he's laced it into his commentary, which is hard, and he did a good job. It's much harder to translate it and still get the lacing, okay? So we've been doing it. Nick's been doing that also. Stanley's been doing that. People who have root text. Seiji's been doing it. Okay, so here we go.
Tangpo ni jangsem chikpor mawanan re iki nam par shepa chikpo ni miksok wangpo chokki tenla sosor gyu shing yul choknzen pe tse.
Good.
Juk shed trukpo sosoi mingdu takpat sam yin ki yi ki namshi le ngo te depe wang shimeto.
Yeah, and as we noted, Word's author in particular thought it was cute to retain the separation marks of the verses, and it makes the sentences read like so just read across them, and he's trying to be cute. He's trying to show that he knew where Tsongkhapa's line ended, which we don't care. Okay.
Make with the explanation.
Yeah. So here's the first one, which is what? Stating the other guy's ridiculous position. Okay. Chansam chikpor mawanare.
If you
Now,
If you
you
prefer.
could. Now it's impossible. Okay, so I'm not going to torture you. It could mean the people who say it's only bodhicitta. Okay, Mawa means ist, like detailist, sutrist.
But Johnson
Okay.
here probably just means Mahayanist, like.
Well, okay. So listen, it could mean the people, the bodhisattvas who say there's only one,
Okay.
or it could be those guys who say there's only bodhicitta.
Okay.
We don't know how to read it yet. We don't know whether to say Chansam Kama Chikpa Mawa Nare, or maybe we say Chansam Chikpa Mawa Kama Nare. You see, we don't know yet. We don't know how to phrase it yet. That's a problem with Tibetan, where you just have dots between syllables, so you don't know where the words end. Okay, so, and I'm gonna, we're gonna go on a little exploration of this, of what this is. But let's keep going.
Didn't I read all this? Should I translate?
Oh, I'm sorry, you read that already.
Yeah.
Yiki number shipa chikpani.
There's only one consciousness,
And it's the consciousness of your
mind.
mind.
Awareness.
Okay?
It's got
Forget the
fulfill.
5 sense awarenesses. Forget the 5 sense awarenesses. There's only one awareness. It's your mind.
Can't tell us what root for
Okay.
this guy right now.
Yeah, man.
It runs or courses, right? Gyu.
Mm.
It courses to the separate supports of consciousness, which is the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue. It migrates. It's kind of like this prana idea, vayu idea. So the one mental consciousness goes to your tongue to taste, but it's all just one consciousness. Okay, which is kind of cute.
How we
Sounds
tend to
great.
think of it.
Yeah, it's how we tend to think of it. Okay, so a single, right? Ni, only one, chikpa ni, only one mental consciousness runs, gyu, or courses to the separate sense organs. The 6 organs, okay? The tens of the 6 powers. So 10 here means the cells at the back of the eye, the cells of the auditory channel that Stanley's text was talking about, right? And they had actual natural
Oh yeah.
things in nature that resemble them, like a silver leaf birch bark tends to curl like the auditory canal. And he had a whole list of
Oh, the
weird...
sesame seed flower tends to curl like an auditory canal.
Yeah, I don't remember. And then certain flowers that look
Yeah.
like the taste buds or something. So anyway, so those are the 10. The physical cells are the 10. And based on them are the sense powers, okay? The we call them faculties in English, maybe. I don't know. Sense faculties.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just the one mind, one consciousness looking out of different windows. Okay, which is not so bad. And then that one consciousness holds to 6 different objects.
Yeah.
Taste, smells, vision, okay? And when that happens, we just dock the Ming of the Jukshis.
We just call those consciousnesses as 6 different.
Yeah,
Things.
good. Then when the mental consciousness goes to the window of the eye, we call it visual consciousness, but it's still only mental consciousness. We just give it a different name. Okay? The individual 6. Jukshe means engaging in the outer world. This juk means engage in the outer world. Okay? So we just give it those 6 names. Okay? Tsam, that's all.
Cool.
And here's the disjunctive.
But
But it's not true that there don't exist
it doesn't exist,
any sense awarenesses
which are in essence
which are
different from the
essentially
mind.
different from the awareness of the mind.
Yeah.
So that completes the...
Singulars, but their presentation.
Sorry, that completes their presentation. Now we're ready to move on to De Gakpa.
They got one.
Man.
They got one ngupo.
So John
We will
said
Gakpa them. Now I went on a long journey to find,
Johnson.
is it bodhisattvas who profess a single one? Or is it people who say there's only bodhicitta? Because there's 2 ways to read this. Okay, so
Probably
here we went.
bodhisattvas, right?
Here's the ba 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 ba.
Because my knowing school has their own bodhisattvas,
ba,
right?
ba, 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 ba.
Sorry, I
This
didn't
is
quite catch
why
the
I
first
don't get any. This is why I got 45 minutes of sleep on that day. Okay, okay. These are all necessary notes, okay? Okay? I just want you to sympathize with me.
Oh, llama.
Okay? I mean, that's how much work it took. Okay, but I found it, okay? You gotta give me $3 out of your hundreds.
Forget it, you.
That's all I deserve.
Nice.
Okay,
I'll give you
so
one
here,
for consciousness.
they are called single bodhicittas again, and there's no explanation. By Tsongkhapa.
Okay.
Thanks, but no thanks. And then there's, who is this? Jamyang Munlam Kyutang, who's from Saramay actually. And he doesn't help either. He uses the phrase, but he doesn't help. They believe everything is just one state of mind, okay? And he has a beautiful example that you might want to throw in, okay? I just thought you'd be sexy if you want to throw it in.
Okay.
Your body is like a house with many
Doors?
windows.
Windows. Yeah.
And you put a butter lamp in the middle on a table. Buga means holes, meaning the sense windows. And then inside there's a single butter lamp on a table, and it shines out of all the holes. So it's all just one butter lamp. It's one awareness, which is shining out of all the
Kind of like
holes
the
of the
fifth
house.
link.
It's a cute example.
Yeah, you're basically just a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, he said, Mar Matekpa, and then Chankya says Mar Me, and so he corrected it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Butter lamp?
Yeah.
Mm.
Tekpa means hold up a butter. You hold up. So this is supposed to be Me. But it took me a long time to confirm it, as you may.
Okay.
You know, he's
Holes
supposed to be. Okay, so that finishes that one. Here's Chankarupi Dorje, who he just says, oh, those guys are called Chansam Chipamawa. He doesn't explain why. But he does have the house with the many holes, which he calls Pukpa, which is the same as Puka. Okay, got it?
Windows?
And you hold up a single butter lamp, and then it shines out all the holes, okay? Therefore, there's only one consciousness, ultimately. Now, this author, which is Losang Tadin, which is like, Tadin is Hayagriva, which always means they're from Seraj. The other half is Seraj. So if you see Tandin, you're like, oh, okay, let's see. I mean, you don't buy it right away, okay? But if you're desperate, okay, and he has just a tiny piece here, which is interesting, which is what? These two words. Yeah, he calls him an Abhidharmist, but then he calls him a Bodhisattva, Bodhicitta, which is contradictory. Bodhisattvas are only mentioned once in the whole Abhidharma. Okay, so that gets weirder and weirder. So I'm like, yeah, okay, he's just a Seraj guy. He would put, bodhicitta next to detailist. So I kind of like, I gotta find somebody more serious. So I kept going. Now you got Chije,
All right.
the Mongolian. He's always correct. Okay, and he discusses the whole thing in great detail. I guess it didn't help me much. And then Chim Jambyang, who wrote the Ultimate Abhidharma text. If anyone has 100 years, we could translate that. It's huge. And he says, Gao and Louis Day. And he discusses these guys that have this viewpoint in his Abhidharma text. his grandfather Abhidharma text. So that kind of, you're starting to think the Sergey guy wasn't so weird. Okay. Why did I have that? Oh, one of the. Well, anyway, somebody was called Tomze in here.
Right. Wow, this is
Chukpi Gyushin Ring
keeps
to go.
going up all
Okay.
night.
Yeah, it does. Then I went to Cherujubetsom, very famous Udana Varga in the Tengyur. And they had something about it there. I don't remember. Then, ta-da, the Mahai Sangraha, which is Paramartha's favorite book.
Yeah, it's also.
Okay? Okay?
We're not in the part with Paramartha, but it's kind of Jason Kappa's favorite book to refer
Yeah.
to as well. Yeah, in our text, yeah.
Wait, that wasn't relevant. Cancel that. They keep quoting this. Probably not relevant. Yeah, okay. Anyway, because they quote the Tamse Tsong. So anyway, I now think it's the Bodhisattvas who say there's only one.
Isn't that what it said?
Well, it could say that.
Okay.
Or it could say the people who only believe in bodhicitta.
Right, but.
Okay? Chos, I read it as Changchu Sempa Chipamawa.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, the bodhisattvas who say they're only one. And I kind of want to say it's these two guys, okay?
Okay.
But let's go on.
Who?
Sure.
Just led us to that?
There's two.
I'm going to show you down here. This is easier. Okay. Let's read this part.
Okay.
제타량 브람세이 톰탕 케체니 춘이 둔페 돌레캉 림파신투 ngame ringdundro la chikbor gyushe tsungpa tang chime nampar shipe tokchok yiki keche yino she sungpe cherna shepa kuni ki namshi chikpui tsekyun tang rangshin yino.
Okay, so if you go back before all my notes.
Oh, it hurts.
Okay, yeah, it does hurt. We are expecting someone to explain this position,
I see.
right?
Yeah, Kupa.
Of the Changsem Chipamawa,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Wherever that was.
We had the explanation.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, these bodhisattvas who say there's only one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got their position, which they say logically, it's like a butter lamp in a house with lots of holes.
Right.
Okay,
Pupa.
then they're gonna throw some scriptures at us and say that's where we found it.
Okay.
Okay, so just keep that in mind. We're still stating the other guy's position. We haven't fought with it yet. Okay, so we're going to these other scriptures. Oops. Here, okay, let's start. Yeah, Detayang, Tamze Tsom, which means the collection of the Brahmins. Okay, the collection of the Brahmins. And the sutra, which teaches the 12 ayatanas, the 12 doors of sense. Okay, these two texts, Dole, from those two texts, in other words, the collection of the Brahmins and the sutra on the 12, what's it called?
Doors of sense.
Doors of sense, okay. Rimba Shindu, respectively.
Respectively, yeah.
Okay, the first book says, Ring to Dola Chipor Gyu, She Sung. It goes a long way and it travels alone.
Okay.
It goes far and it travels alone. And they say, therefore, there's only one consciousness. Okay? That's the only piece we get. It goes afar and it travels alone. Okay? I guess consciousness, right? Then the latter book, which is the Sutra on the 12 Doors of Sense, says the collection of the 6 consciousnesses boils down to the door of sense of the mind.
Where's the boils down?
Is.
Oh,
It's all just the awareness of your thoughts. It's mental consciousness. She Sumbichir. Who's saying? Who's talking?
well, it's a dose, so Buddha.
Who's talking though?
Yeah, Lord Buddha.
Who's quoting these two?
Oh, the bodhisattvas.
Yeah, the bodhisattvas who want to say there's just one. Okay, got it? Chirna. Therefore, Shepa Kun, all states of mind are a single flow of the substance of this single awareness of your thought. All states of mind are just part of the single flow of your awareness of your thoughts, okay? And they have that nature. That's their nature. Your mental, your visual awareness is really just your mental awareness looking out the window of your eyes, okay? That's their position, okay? Now we gotta go find a low. We gotta go find a low. There it is, right there. Okay, which is the last syllable of Tsongkhapa's verse. And okay, just keep that low in mind. Okay, we'll go down and find it again. Uh-oh. I just...
There should be a comma after it.
There's not.
Yeah. No, there's not. There's not? Anyway, let's keep going. There. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Read that.
Okay. Alo she marang par teno.
Yeah, rangba means to like something. Like yirang,
Oh, yeah, you don't.
to rejoice. But rangba means to like something. Marang.
Don't like it.
Who doesn't like it?
Tsongkhapa doesn't.
Good.
This is
Yeah,
Abhidharma
Jetson
law.
Kappa says, oh, that's what they say. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's the oh, yeah at the end, okay? It's just low. Okay. Got it?
This is the.
So that's,
famous Abhidharma.
low is Tsongkhapa talking,
Yeah.
he says. Okay. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Which he wasn't supposed to do yet,
Right.
because he hasn't reached his refutation yet.
Yeah.
All right. He's just
Okay.
saying.
Now, I found out something interesting. What he calls the Tsom, the compendium of the Brahman, is really the very famous Udana Varga, which is Cherujupe Tsom. Okay, and here I went and got it for you, and it's quoted in Asanga, in the Yogacarya Bhumi, okay? And it says, it goes afar, it travels alone, it doesn't cover the whole body, it sticks to its hole, okay? This mind is very difficult to whosoever tames this difficult to tame mind, them I call a real Brahman. That's a real priest. Okay, that's a real high being. Okay, so it's quoted in this very famous mind-only text. It's quoted again in the Maya Sangraha. Kangshi lume pugneshin. There's no body; it stays in the hole. It goes afar, but it rides in one. This mind, which is so difficult to tame, whosoever tames it, that's I call a real Brahman. Okay, got it? And I went and got you the real one, which is interestingly part of the Chittamatra Tsom. I'm sorry, part of the Abhidharma section of the Tengyur. So this Chittamatra Tsom, what does Chittamatra mean for $25?
The parts that can be expressed.
It's an idiom that means targeted
Oh, really?
to a certain disciple.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, spoken
That's
for
cool.
the benefit
Yeah, you're right.
of so and so.
That's cool.
Okay, so it's a targeted teaching. This disciple has a certain wrong idea, so you target a teaching to them. So Cheddu, Cheddu Jawi Dujan, very, very famous. The disciple for whom a teaching was designed. Okay, so this is a very famous collection of targeted statements. Okay, and I went and got you the original. Where is that? Yeah, it's got to be in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. No. Oh, like he says things like, those guys who have shame, those guys who don't look at things with desire, those guys who stay at the foot of trees, make their bed at the foot of trees, that's who I call a Brahmin. Okay, so the whole theme of this poetry, very, very famous, is that's who I call a Brahmin. Okay? And your quotation, here's your quotation. Now it means, by the way, this do. That's interesting. This is Kawe, by the way. Sorry. Oops. Kawe. Okay. Now it kind of means those guys who like to travel alone, and those guys who travel afar alone, and those guys who
Difficult.
who tame the mind, which is so difficult to tame.
Oh.
That's who I call a Brahmin. But our author has used it in a metaphorical sense for consciousness of the unruly mind. Okay, but really, this whole poetry right here is talking about guys who go out and wander around on their own and sleep at the base of trees and are not afraid to go on long journeys of the spirit alone. Okay, so someone has, what do you call it, appropriated that quotation and said it applies to the mind. Okay, it goes afar, it goes alone. But that wasn't at all the original intent of it. Okay, got it?
It wasn't a metaphor.
Yeah, but the other guy's using it to support his idea that
There's only one.
it's all just one mind. And then that quotation in the Abhidharma scriptures leaks into the mind-only school, and they start using it to prove that there's only one state of mind. Okay. What was I going to say also? Yeah, anyway. So there you go. It's kind of fascinating. They've, okay. That they've appropriated that quotation to prove their point. And they'd say the whole thing. Okay. And then Tsongkhapa says low. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
So you got to know a couple things. Chamse Tsom refers to Chedu Jupe Tsom. He has renamed it the collection of the Brahman when it's really the collection of targeted sayings or targeted poetry. Okay? Why do you think he changed it to Chamse?
Because the section that he's referring to is about Tramse's.
Yeah, that's who I call a Brahmin. That's who I call a holy man. Holy man. That's what I would call a holy man. They travel alone, they go afar, they sleep at the base of trees. So maybe it's a section in the targeted Udana Varga.
That collection in the Soma about Brahmins.
Yeah, good, exactly. So just remember all that when you get there in your translation.
Yeah.
Okay, yay! And I worked so hard for that.
Thank you.
By the way, then I went to look for that other piece for you. He quoted a sutra called the Sutra on the 12 Doors of Sense, right? And the Sutra of the 12 Doors of Sense said, the collection of 6 consciousnesses boils down to the single mental consciousness. I went to try to find that. I didn't see much relevant in the Kangir except for, this could very well be it, which is, guess what? The Mahayana Sangraha in the Tengyur. Which says the 6 consciousnesses are the door of sense of the mind. And it purports to be a it names that sutra's name, Keche Chuni Temba. This, he doesn't say sutra, but he says the book that teaches the 12 ayadanas. So probably the attribution to the sutra of the 12 doors of sense came from this guy. Okay, got it? And here's another case where they said that, okay, if you're interested. And that's the auto commentary to the Mahasangrana, okay. That's not surprising. And I got tired and went on to part 2, which is...
The cock?
Yeah, let's deny this idea about the candle in the house. Okay, puga or pukpa, either one.
Yeah.
Synonyms. Okay, so de gapanguso. Why he says the actual? Oh, now we know what it is. Damn, kick ass. $300. He's the one who took 3,000 from me in one day. Try it again.
Take.
300. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so Kappa said low.
Right.
Now we get the Gapangun.
Right, the actual one, not just the low that's on
Yeah, nice. That's how I'm going to read it. So Kappa said they say, meaning he didn't agree, but he didn't fight it. He didn't show why it's wrong. Now we got the actual show why it's wrong. So we explained the word actual. Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
No. Okay, well, I'm excited about it because I wondered about it for quite a while. Okay, next verse, which also ends in
I
low.
know, right?
Okay.
테미테테 롱남의 돈이 왕싱아 nga 레슌투암 록수 이기남 십직프 왕시 기율 속속 기존배 주 탐체 전진 누파 라 공배 배치탕.
Yeah, let's treat that part. Demitete, okay, quoting those two books to prove that there's
One.
only one state of mind that gets named different states of mind where, depending on the whole it looks out of. That's because the meaning of the lungama,
The meaning of the previous.
yeah, travel
Verse.
alone and travel far. I wish he would say they were talking about Brahmins, holy people, but he doesn't. It means the single awareness of the mind, which is other than, and then he glosses other than, which is separate from, loksu, which is different from the 5 sense consciousnesses, okay? That single one, chikpe, wangshiki yu suksoki tsumbe che tamche, Zin Nu is able to hold all existing phenomena.
Okay.
The awareness of your thoughts is able to hold to all existing phenomena, which is just
An example.
indicated
Yeah.
by saying the objects of the sense consciousnesses. Okay, when the book says the singular awareness of your mind can also perceive what your sense consciousnesses perceive, it's not the point. He's just saying, when you close your eyes, you can think of everything in the universe, including shapes and colors and sounds. So it's not saying that it is the sense powers. It's just saying it can see the things that the sense power sees when you close your eyes. Okay? Got it?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Scripture says yin.
Gong. That's the gong.
The real interpretation.
Yeah, that's what go alone, go far really meant. Okay, the first quotation. Now, guess what's going to come next?
The second quotation.
Come on. Is my time up?
Yes.
Is it totally up?
No, I
Or
wasn't making
Yes.
a joke, yeah.
who's up after this?
Stanley Kimball.
Oh, we can cut into his time. Okay. Long Chima, now the latter quotation, which said what? The 6 are the one, right? I think. Namshe Tsotruk.
Namshe Sokjuk.
The 6 consciousnesses boiled down to.
One. Oh, it is the
Okay.
yin. Yin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the latter one,
From the 12 doors book.
the all 6, Tuka,
All
all 6 of the awarenesses, okay? has been stated to be in the awareness of the mind of all the 12. If you had to pick one of the 12, where you would put all 6 consciousnesses, you'd have to throw it into the awareness of the mind. That's all. Okay? Therefore, yiki dan yin ni dun chik becher. Therefore, to say the sense door of the mind and mind, it's the same stuff, same thing. Then is yishayin migupe so. But if it's that, meaning Sokdru, okay. Okay, it can be that. It doesn't mean it has to be mental awareness. It doesn't mean that all sense awarenesses are mental awarenesses. It just means if you had to pick one out of the 12 where everything is hanging out, they do hang out there. Like the ones you were aware of in the past become the object of the 6th consciousness. Okay?
Now there's 12.
Well, it's not really earth-shattering or anything.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't.
Then he's going to get into Dudengi Lala Me. What's that mean? Dudengi Lala Me.
Tudengi Lala
Very
Me.
famous in Adam's. Good, say it again.
Smoke behind a mountain pass.
Smoke in a mountain path. You see smoke and you can deduce
That there's fire.
fire. Now, why that's relevant here, you're going to find out next time. Yay!
Alright.
What's the date today? 17?
18.
I'm gonna spend at least the next 2 days as a one-mind onlyist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we did okay with that. It was hard.
Yeah,
It
I do
took
say
me
so
quite a
myself, we
while.
did pretty good.
Those notes took me, oh man,
Hours.
many hours. Luckily, I had a new system. I did his text first. Then I did Nick's text.
Hard ones.
And then the rest was easy, right? There's none of this hard, right? The rest are easy, yeah.
Sashi Puki Joshi Meton Tam Vira Linshin and Day and Padi Sange Shindu Mikte Uwagi Jokun Namda Shinla Chuparsho Iram Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami Gewadi Gewokun Sunam Yeshe Totsokshin Sunam Yeshe Lechungwe Nampa Kuni Toparsho Shmogi Dogi. Yeah, oh man, that one cost me.
Look, some of the jellyfish ran away since the last one.
It's so cool.
Thanks, Kishu.
You're welcome. Thanks for thanking me.
Not a zoo. Thank you. On the Oregon coast, where it's actually Inshallah, like it's hooked up with
Inshallah.
Are you? I'm not sure they like it. Well, this week she's teaching even more. Well, they I think they open the gates and we let them out and then they come back. They have a petting zoo, so you can go in and you can catch certain little
Starfish and crustaceans. That's really cool.
Why would you want to
Yeah, telephone.
I wouldn't want to
They're cuddly. You know what I mean? Hermit crab?
No,
Totally.
We've whittled down the number of fecal classes lately, so now it's...
Yeah, the chromatophores, they like light up.